up. The blitz flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. He got the big land. They
go. All right. Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yeah.
Nick Frisbee here in a little bit. We're in live on your TV screens, on your desktops and laptops, on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button for Sports4U on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok at Sports4U Podcast. And definitely give us a follow on the socials as well. So lots to talk about tonight on a Friday night. This is episode 499. So Tuesday is going to be a milestone because we will celebrate our 500th episodes in. We're going to be celebrating on Tuesdays. We're getting ready to start. Well, we got the official start of college football tomorrow, unofficial start. But we'll definitely get into that. And then obviously, I have to talk about NFL, WNBA, NBA news as well to discuss. So, no need to wait. Let's just go ahead and get the show started. Sorry for the delay. People coming up out of nowhere. Let's get to what continues to be the biggest story in college sports, and that's players trying to get eligibility after becoming a pro. So we talked about this the other day. With this is all going down at LSU, where there are current few players that played at Ole Miss for Lane Kiffin who are granted eligibility for a fifth year because obviously they did not get up to boy, Big Nick. Shout out to you, yeah, appreciate it, brother. Obviously, who we're getting the extra few granted a temporary restraining order to get a fifth year for eligibility so they can compete. It compete next year, but it's been a very controversial topic, and obviously now is also being discussed because it seems it's not going away. We talked with the SEC, the Big Ten, and the ACC and the Big 12 have all put out statements, releasing policies about them. They're instituting rules to keep players who, if you go pro, you cannot compete again. I see what Big Nick just said. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I still might be trash if I hold back my eligibility in high school basketball. So let's say again. Here's a statement. So it's the Big Ten. They released their statement on Tuesday. Obviously, down to that they had a unanimous adoption of a conference rule that prohibited football players who were signed to a professional contract that were on a roster at any point or declared for the NFL draft as an underclassman without withdrawing from maintaining eligibility for athletic competition as a conference institution. Obviously, the SEC they responded and they added all sports. The Big 12, as I stated, they released their statement saying that obviously no member institution may roster an athlete who's declared for a draft or supplemental draft, a professional sports league, and did not timely withdraw before the draft, being enlisted on the roster of the league, signed the contract. That was them. The ACC did theirs as well. Same thing. Previously declared for an NBA, NFL, or WNBA draft and did not appropriately withdraw with the NCAA requirements to retain eligibility. We thought this was over, but it's not, because today we got this news. This court. This is done in a Louisiana court. On this day, the court considered plaintiff's First Amendment amended verified petition for temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction with requests for declaratory relief and permanent injunction. The court, having reviewed the verified petition, finds the requirements of Louisiana Seas or whatever for the insurance of a temporary restraining order without notice have been met, and accordingly, this temporary restraining order is therefore issued as follows. It hereby is ordered that plaintiff's first amended verified petition of the temporary restraining order is granted. Defendants, the NCAA, the SEC, Commissioner Greg Sankey, as collective defendants, and their offices, agents, employees, and representatives. So let me tell you why this is all happening. So Lane Kiffin is saying he agrees with the policy, but y'all already allowed me, said it was okay that I had these other guys who were getting released to come in. It's college athletics. It's being cooked, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It's being cooked. But here's the thing: you're hearing it from all the conferences. I said this the other day about the day, and we're gonna talk about this in a minute. Where's the leadership? I ain't heard one person from the NCAA front offices come out and say anything, come out and denounce this stuff like they should.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why are they not at the courthouses in Baton Rouge? Because this is all basically Lane Kiffin basically saying, you know what, I'll be the bad guy, and he embraces it.
Yep. I'm with you. I don't understand why the NCAA not saying nothing, but also understand it's a business. So
I agree with that part. Like you coach was saying the other day,
yeah,
it's a business, but Lane Kiffin say, okay, y'all can institute this rule, but after you let my guys play first.
Yeah.
So after you let Daquan Graham, Xavion Allen, and I think the guy from Bay joined LSU, then you can institute the rule. LSU, NCAA lost power and sent us into. Oh yeah, they lost. They definitely did. The lawsuit, the O'Bannon lawsuit. This is what the O'Bannon lawsuit was all about. And now this is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it's bad. It's sad.
Yeah, I think what we know as college sports ended maybe probably 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's when NIL pretty much. Whenever the NIL started, I think that's when college football, as we know it, college sports, as we know it, is become done. I think now most of them is going to be professional leagues, man. I
agree. And you see, obviously, it's not just with college football. It's also they've been dealing with this with college basketball as well. Like I said the other day, there was a guy that was on the Jazz Summer League team. He's going back to play at YU. This young man, I forget his name, but he was with the Celtics, and now he's going back to LSU, trying to go back to LSU. But this is just, it's a mess. It's a mess. Jackson State QB is making as much as Drew Aller on the Steelers. Wow. And that's why. It's all about the money, like Big Nick just said. That's all really that's pretty much what this is about. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we'll be following this story as this goes, because this story is far from over. And we won't be hearing about this because they're still going to be, because they're going to take this up in the courts and they're going to keep fighting. Speaking of courts, Jeannie Buss. Talk about drama. So this drama with the Lakers is still going on because the Buss, her siblings still want her to sell. Still want to sell in their shares of the trust. So Josh Kushner and Bob Iger can have full control. But Jeannie wants to hold on so she can still be the governor of the team. So this will happen the other day. So to a point, and this, because now there's going to be a court hearing in November. But this was in the court filing today. Then this is back from, I think, 2006 or 2016 or 2006 from their trust. To appoint controlling owner of the Los Angeles Lakers Incorporated, the trustee shall take whatever actions that are reasonably available to the trustee to ensure that Jerry H. Buss continues to be the controlling owner of the Lakers. As the term is defined by the National Basketball Association rules and regulations in effect from time to time during the lifetime Jerry H. Buss, so long as he desires to act As such time, when Jerry Buss is no longer the controlling owner of the Lakers, the trustees shall take whatever actions reasonably available to the trustee and have Jeannie Marie Buss appointed as the new controlling owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. If Jeannie Buss is not living, or if she has not been appointed as the new controlling owner, then the trustees acting by majority vote shall pursue the appointment of another person as the controlling owner of the Lakers. So Jeannie basically this is all over the fact that she still wants to be the governor of the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta go to my man Scott Kaplan the other day. Shout out to Cappy and my folks over at 710. If you still want to be governor, why the hell did you sell the team?
Because you can be governor and still sell a team.
Exactly. That is true. That is true.
I do think that I wish that everybody would just think what would Jerry Buss want at this time. You think 10 years after he passed in 2016, right?
2013.
2013. You think 13 years after he passed, he would want the Lakers to not have anything to do with the Buss anymore? Or the Buss family had nothing to do with the Lakers anymore?
I honestly, no, I don't. He would, yes, he don't. But
I think that should take precedent over everything else, man. Honestly.
But here's the problem. Jeannie opened that can of worms when she let Mark Walter in the door.
That's cool, but they still have something to do with the Lakers.
That's true. But the moment Mark Walter flipped the Lakers to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, that's where this all started.
But he just and I'm only asking this. I'm not sure how this all works. But Mark Walter only sold his portion of it, right? That's all he said. He couldn't sell the 17% or whatever it is that the Jimmy Buss, the Buss family still owned, right?
I'm trying to understand this. She was the governor.
Uh-huh.
They had the controller. She basically sold her majority share to Mark Walter, and then basically became a minority.
I know, but they still own it was still 17%, right?
Yeah, 18%.
18%, whatever it is. But Mark Walter can only sell what he owned. He couldn't put their part of it into the. I think that's what Jeannie still wants. Jeannie said you can still sell it if you want to sell it, but I still want.
I get what she's saying, and I do. And I hate the fact that this even happened.
Yeah.
But this is where I got to hold Jeannie accountable, and I love her. What the heck would you think you're going to do when you ran all your siblings off? I hate to say it. And look, I was happy when you fired Jim Buss back in 2017. But when I saw that you let go of Joey and Jesse, who were the ones that were in your corner the whole time, publicly, and Janie, the younger siblings were all in your corner. You weren't thinking about them. You saw you can get the Lakers sold for $10 billion, and you still can have control.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't thinking about your siblings then.
I don't think she thinking about her siblings now.
She not.
I also think
it's sad because this is not. We should not be talking about this. We're a month away from NBA training camp, and we should not be talking about still Buss family drama in 2026.
I hate the fact that I'm really defending Jeannie Buss. But I think this is a petty move by the other siblings. And I think there's some jealousy in there because Jerry Buss pretty much said, out of all 6 kids I have, you're the one.
Yeah, I agree.
And so I think that there is some jealousy here. And I think that no matter what would have happened, no matter however Jeannie would have acted, we probably still would have came to this point no matter what, because it's still some jealousy in it. That's when you have stuff that's built off jealousy, you go get to this point no matter what. And I think all of the siblings is there.
And it don't help how they're at, how if you watched, I haven't watched it, but I've heard about it. The show Running Point.
I've seen it
on Netflix, which is executive produced by Jeannie and Linda Rambis.
It's a great show.
And obviously, Kate Hudson, her character is inspired by Jeannie Buss. Brenda Song's character is inspired by Linda Rambis, and she basically made her brothers look like they were total buffoon. I haven't watched the show, but from what I've heard from people who watch, if they made her brothers look like straight buffoons.
Yeah, I wouldn't. They had their good moments and their bad moments. Of course they did that, but they did that with her as well. They show, the show. It to me, it's all the same thing. But it's also something where I see Pops was a billionaire owner. He put everything he had into this business, and I have 6 siblings, and I didn't break it down evenly. I gave it to one person to be the share control owner over everything. Dog, there's gonna be jealousy there, man. I'm trying to tell you, especially when there's that much money involved, there's gonna be some jealousy.
I agree. I know. I just think it's sad that this is what it comes to.
I just think that Jeannie couldn't do nothing right in the position she's in. It was gonna be a lose-lose no matter what for her. If she would have acted the way they wanted to act, the Lakers might not have been where, as far along as they are right now, and they still would have had some jealousy there. I just think that no matter what would have happened, Jeannie was going to lose. So I think she did what she felt was best. We can sell this team and get $10 billion, and still have have ownership over the team.
And I think the brothers and the siblings is like, you want to still be involved.
Yes, the letter. That's the thing. Is this letter? Y'all got. See, it's not like when she sold the first part of the team, they didn't get none of the money. They got part of the money too.
Right.
So even if her intention is just to benefit her, they still benefit too. I don't understand what they're fighting her. Why they're fighting her? At this present moment.
I think is now because Mark Walters sold the team. They also now gives them the of now they can actually sell their share. Now, when they sold the share the first time, that wasn't that, but now they can sell their. Now they have the option to sell
their whole share.
It's not like they can give their percentage. It's everybody.
If it can't be one person, everybody, it has to be. I get that part, but even with me, I mean, even what I'm thinking, and maybe I'm not understanding their whole business aspect of it is, but I'm thinking. We sold for $10 billion. What was that? 2 years ago?
Last year,
right? And we broke that. Whatever we got down after the lawyers got whatever they got. Let's just say all the siblings got closer to $1 billion, $500-600 million, right?
Okay.
So you get that, and you still have ownership of the team, which means that it's still money coming in no matter what. I don't understand why we're trying to get rid of that. Like, I understand what Jeannie's trying to do is trying to keep the Buss name with the Lakers, attached to the Lakers, because that's what her dad would want.
I get it too, but I think she done stepped in a little too far. And I love Jeannie. And basically, if you take away Jeannie Buss from the Lakers, who is she?
I get it.
This is not going to. Now, I still believe the sale will go through, but this whole situation is going to be. It's going to drag. It's going to drag out.
It is.
It's sad. It's going to drag out. I'm tired of hearing about it. Look, Lakers got basketball things they need to be focused on in the next month. The last thing we want to be talking about is drama with is court documents and all this other bull. I'm sorry, and they need to get rid of. What's up, Nessa? And they need to get it together somehow. And it bothered me because, this is not what Dr. Buss would have wanted. But I also got to call Laker fans account to the carpet. Stop enabling Jeannie. I'm Team Jeannie. Y'all helping them. Y'all. I'm Team Jeannie Buss. No kidding. No one cared about the other sibling. Stop enabling her. I'm talking to you, Lakers Twitter. Stop enabling her. She ain't no kid. She a grown woman. She knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta like what the siblings are doing. But when, like I said, the part with me was when Joey and Jesse got involved. That was the one that kind of made me raise my eyebrow. Like, okay, now they were the ones who were actually with you day in and day out. They supported you against your older brothers, Janie, your sister Janie. But now, what the heck changed? Because to me, some tells me that she didn't let them in, that she was selling the team to Mark Walter.
I think that's what it was too.
I think she did not let them in. When they found out the team was getting sold to Mark Walter, she did not let them know what the deal was. And Joey and Janie are the other two listed as trustees.
Those are the two youngest, right?
Janie, the youngest daughter, and Joey, the youngest son who used to run the South Bay Lakers.
Do they all got the same mom?
Joey and Jesse don't.
Okay.
Janie,
those
three, the older three do, but Joey and Jesse don't.
That question had nothing to do with nothing. I'll tell you why I answer that.
Yeah,
later on.
Because like I said, nobody knew Noah had never seen Joey and Jesse until we won in 09. It was like, when the heck did Dr. Buss have some more kids?
Mm-hmm.
But they always been around scouting, and then obviously Jesse was a great scout. Joey was working in the G League. What's up, Dalton? And but yeah, but like I said, I'm tired of this drama. Just get to the. Don't worry about what's on the court, not what's in the courtroom. And good luck. So yeah, we'll talk about but yeah, that's but that is the case. She is petitioning the court to block the siblings from selling their stake, and that's going to be in November. I think that court date is November 15th. So this is far from over. Speaking of something that's still far from over, and I'm still trying to figure out why we're not done with this topic. Why are we still talking about the WNBA and everything else that ain't basketball? Let me first start off on a serious note.
Shout out to Sophie showing her cheek.
Yeah. Let's start off on a serious note. And shout out to Sophie Cunningham. Dear Campy, she posted this on Twitter. She posted this on Twitter. Somebody texts, I don't know how they get her. I don't know how someone got her number, and text her this racial remark with a monkey emoji because she got called for a flagrant foul on a player when the Sparks were playing the Connecticut Sun the other day.
Why she got 95 text messages?
Who?
That's crazy.
Somebody don't be checking their phone. But again, look, we talked the other day about what happened with Enes Cantor. Now,
Cancer and anus is crazy.
I told people the other day it was going to happen. They didn't want to believe me. Nobody wanted to believe me. But I said he's opening up Pandora's box because another person, I guarantee you, is going to show up to this game. They're going to show up courtside. And that person did.
Jordan?
No. This idiot right here.
The Queen has arrived. All hail. Bow to the Queen.
And why are you here?
Well, first of all, black, trans, lesbians matter. We've always mattered. We've always existed. We have a right to exist. And we have a right to be included and participate. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to participate and scout some of the competition as well.
Royce White showed up to the game. Number one, you're not a transgender. Stop doing that dumb crap. What up, Sam? And he came to the game, and ironically, it was a fever game
Again.
And look where he's sitting.
All right, underneath the court.
That is not a coincidence, people. This happened the other day with Enes Kanter. Now we got Royce White wearing a Sophie Cunningham wig out here trying to claim that he's a woman.
Why you pick blonde? Oh, because he's trying to be soapy coming here.
That's the only way I can assume.
That's crazy. He picked blonde. What a coon.
I wonder did he take like 10 buses to get there because he's afraid of flying, or did he take the train?
Since he's a woman, I wonder if he had a train ran on him. Never mind. Go ahead, Jimmy.
But he is sitting literally behind.
And shout out to the women that get trains ran on them.
Yo, you all right, man? You all right?
Me? Man, we gotta show love to people who need it too.
Yo, you good?
Yeah.
All right, man. But I told people this was gonna happen.
Man, y'all got a train running over. Huh?
Sam said, "Why the F do these crazy?" Well, whoever let these. I told people this was gonna happen. Nobody wanted to listen. I said it the other day, and he was like, "I hope you're wrong. No,
You think Joyce White threw a dildo on the floor? He probably used a dildo that he used and threw it on the floor. Oh, twinsies.
Hey,
you all right?
Hey, on the AFC West that you wore an orange shirt?
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy, dog.
The great Nick Freeze walking into the studio as we speak.
Joyce White used a dildo and threw it on the court.
He used one?
Oh, sure. I mean, herself. Right, herself.
Oh.
And we shot out the women who had trains ran on them before.
They the real goats.
Oh no, they're not.
I don't know what's going on, Joe.
Are you ready?
Yes. No.
There wasn't no other answer to be said. Even if the answer was no, it's still gonna be yes.
But yeah, why are we still talking about this?
Camera's on.
I told people this was going. I told people this was going to happen, but nobody wanted to listen.
That's like, damn. Huh?
Nobody wanted to listen. Okay,
Do that again.
do what?
Oh,
You okay?
me?
Yes.
Y'all both got on orange shirts for.
John's shirt is red, remember?
No, it's not.
Hey,
Nah, that ain't. Okay,
We got evidence of John wearing a red shirt. That's a whole different story.
that's false. That's definitely false.
He had an orange hoodie on and
No, that's
Accusations. These are not accusations.
exactly what that is. Ain't no way in heck that happened. What am I? What? Yeah, I think Nick. I think I might have called the show early and just get ready for Tuesday. I don't know. What's going
oh
on,
yeah,
right?
500 episode Tuesday. You know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah, there we
Everybody getting drunk.
go. For sure. That's what you with the Pepsi, man.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about. But that's what let's get over this story.
Shit, Loki won the water, so hold on.
But I do have a actually where'd it go? I thought I had added it to the backstage, but we do have a couple of WNBA stories we can't talk about. That's on the serious side. The WNBA, all 8 WNBA playoffs. First of all, DeWanna Bonner signed with the Atlanta Dream.
That is a great sign.
Is it?
Yes,
And
for sure.
she did the same thing she did last year.
And she did.
Different team, different dynamics.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna scissor.
Well, she was with her sister mate this year.
Yeah. Well, now they suck. Then
Well,
the team did. The team did.
The whole team suck blitz?
maybe like 95%.
But yeah.
If Royce White is a transgender woman, is he lesbian now? I mean, she lesbian?
No.
Okay.
But we did have the other day that all 8 teams in the WNBA they clinched their playoff spots.
They haven't clinched the spots yet. They got
Not the spots.
seeding. The seeding hasn't been clinched yet.
Well, all 8 playoff teams are
Locked in for sure.
Are locked in, but not this. But they're still waiting.
Oh, they haven't hit the spot yet.
No. Because
the Dallas Wings completed that.
because what you call it can still move to like number 3. Both the Fever and what you call it, the Dream can still move to number 3.
Well, we'll wait till but yeah, the the Lynx, the Wings, the Fever, the Dream.
You said the Lynx?
Relax.
They got a team called the Lynx in the WNBA?
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Minnesota Lynx. Maya Moore.
Like the ones that was on Bourbon?
No.
Well, Maya Moore likes those.
Yeah, she does. She does.
I don't know about
Fisa Collier does.
I don't know about her running mate.
The Fisa Collier did. Simone didn't though.
No, for Simone for sure didn't. she wanted more Maya.
Which Maya, the singer?
Don't we all? Well, I can't speak for her.
What's up, Chris? Bad week for the whiners. The owner buying street pie on the blade, and the scammer who faked the wine. No, it's stupid chicks.
Well, this I don't know. This is an ugly week to be for Niners PR. Intentionally for one, the other one's just absolutely crazy.
Yo, Sam.
He said she got that sexy what?
Says is she a sexy hot link? I hope she don't have a hot link.
You guys are not gonna get me canceled today.
But yeah,
I'm not participating in this.
but the eight playoff teams are officially have clinched their spots, and in a couple weeks we'll have the bracket. So we'll talk about that. Glad Nick's here, so we can continue our college football talk because tomorrow starts week 0
Could be playing against Notre Dame
in college football, and his USC Trojans are playing tomorrow. There's their schedule for all you.
You talking about our scrimmage game tomorrow?
Who y'all play? Boise State?
San Jose State. Boise State give us a better run than San Jose State will.
We was playing our football league. We played against a couple people who played for San Jose State.
I know somebody that
Whoop their ass.
So San Jose State is who USC plays tomorrow, and we got some other notable games for the week for the 0 week that we're going to discuss as well.
Most of the games will be over at halftime.
But Nick, how you feeling about your Trojans going into your first game of the season? Relax.
How you
Mark.
feel about the Trojans going in? It's crazy.
Yo, you good, man? I did have it here. So here are the 8 teams for the W.
Who 8?
These are the 8 teams that have clinched playoff spots. The Lynx, relax. Yo, you all right, man?
No, you can't tell.
No, clearly.
Where the glasses at?
It don't even matter these days.
Shit.
The Lynx, the Valkyrie, the Aces, the Dream, the Fever, the Liberty, the Mystics, and the Wings will be the 8 playoff teams in the WNBA.
I think I can be top.
I think
I can be the top 8. Who 8?
And that's what if the playoffs started today, that's how the bracket will look.
the Valkyries are very good defensively, but their problem is they can't really score too much. But when you can't score on somebody, I mean, shit, hey, they literally have the best defense in the league, and I don't think it's even close.
They got the best D in the league.
Well, apparently,
Yeah.
they just got inconsistent. Like their scoring is like really inconsistent, but they got they got an all-star with Gabby Williams and Veronica Burton's pretty good over there too. They say 2 best players,
Right.
But they both have off nights when it comes to scoring. But it's just difficult to score points against them. So it's like you'll figure it out.
So the Lynx is the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's what's going down tomorrow. So here's some of the notable games that's happening tomorrow on week 0. Let's talk about Knicks, USC Trojans. They're playing San Jose State on NBC. We got North Carolina and TCU in Dublin. We got Virginia playing tomorrow. Florida State's playing tomorrow.
Wait, you mean like they're in Ireland?
Yes, they're in Ireland, home of the Heinekens.
The dude who worked for 17?
I said the Heinekens. Yes,
They're in Ireland?
yeah, they're in
The
Ireland.
guy who worked for 17?
John. He's actually Irish. You know that, right?
Yeah, you said they're in Ireland. They're in him.
But relax, dude. No, they're at Dublin, Ireland. They're not at John,
Shout out to
Ireland.
the trains.
They do have trains in Dublin.
They do.
They run them too.
They bubbling in Dublin.
Yo, bubbling in Dublin is crazy. Put that shit on a shirt.
It's so unnecessary, dog.
That should be on a shirt.
That's what Jay-Z said.
Wait, he might have been talking.
What are you talking about? Tata?
Remember that's what he said on that. I just want to love you.
No.
Venus in LA, bubbling in Dublin's. Well, I know he was talking about Dublin's on Sunset, but
No, like that song.
You need to relax. I know how you feel about JT Singles. You can chill out.
Yes, but yeah, Florida State.
Come on, got nothing to do with the album.
Song is absolutely trash.
Those are the games.
Didn't love her, nigga.
Oh,
He was talking about Beyonce. That she was under.
Her daddy.
relax. What up, Brandon Bean? Ireland is the home of the fish and chips.
You are out of pocket.
John,
No, you. Under her daddy is crazy. Jesus Christ.
But those are the notable games tomorrow. But Nick,
Hey, who was that doing lap she was sitting up? Never mind.
relax. But Nick, let's get back to USC.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on your Trojans? Since y'all play first amongst our squads starting,
And this game should be over at halftime.
So what do you thought?
I should be watching another game by the time the third quarter starts.
By the way, did you hear the story? I don't know if you guys know. ESPN, they're getting rid of the ticker at the end of this on the bottom.
They getting rid of the what?
Ticker.
The score ticker they have at the end of the game at the end of the screen that shows the scores.
Oh, at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, they're getting rid of that.
Why?
this season. I don't know. That's how I keep up with games to see.
That shit's stupid. You shouldn't get rid, like how they got it right here. A little ticker at the bottom.
Yeah,
They shouldn't do that. That's stupid.
I guarantee that will not last long.
I'll give it like about a couple of weeks.
Exactly. But Nick, let's run through USC schedule, and you give us how you feel it's going to be going into.
So you got 1-0 against San Jose State,
Yeah.
2-0 versus Fresno State,
Yeah.
Louisiana. That's 300.
Louisiana, that's
Yeah.
3-0, Rutgers 4-0,
That's the first road game at Rutgers,
Yeah, that should be our first
touchdown.
tough game.
and then on my birthday you host Oregon.
Here's the thing.
Dylan Gabriel might play.
Just crazy. You know what's crazy?
That's funny.
If we can lose 2 of those 4 rough games and still be able to make the playoffs, because more than likely those teams will end up being like top
We're gonna
teams.
talk about that too, Sam.
So that'll help us as far as like strength of schedule. Like even if we lose like some of those games, it can still help us because they'll be like, the president be like, oh well, they only lost to these 2 teams. You know that old goofy shit they be doing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, go ahead. We can. I don't think y'all gonna lose Oregon.
I hope we don't.
And then next week y'all host Washington
We should beat them.
at Penn State.
We should beat them. We beat them last year.
New coach this year, Matt Campbell.
Oh wait, is that Penn State?
At Penn State on the 10th. New coach Matt Campbell's now the coach there from Iowa.
Oh, the ghost
State.
of
Oh yeah, from the from the Rose Bowl. We beat the damn.
Oh no, don't take showers. Wait,
By the way, that story just
They bringing that up again?
there's a hearing. Sandusky has some hearings.
Wait,
Sandusky's-
time out.
Sandusky's still alive?
This is he's still alive.
He in jail.
He in jail. This is still going on.
I saw today that there was reports about some hearings involving Jerry Sandusky today.
Damn.
Is it more charges or are they trying to get him out of jail?
No,
They're not getting him out of jail. He's not getting out.
He won't see the light.
He's gonna die in jail. Like he got too many dog. He pretty much solidified his death certificate when he called in
to the radio show. Just
to the radio show while Lori was talking. You remember that clip?
No.
Yes, he basically admitted that he had
Bruh.
boys in the
He was talking to what's his name? Oh my God, what's old boy name, John? The host on NBC.
Bob Costas.
Yeah. He was talking, it was him and his lawyer was talking, and he called in and he basically confessed. And this is on TV.
Yes.
Dog, his lawyer was looking the same way you was looking.
He was like, he didn't find that
He's like, I didn't find nothing wrong with, and like Bob Cox asking the nigga like they told you like they heard like rhythmic stuffing like slapping, and he was like, oh well, this is like bro, what the hell is dog? I'll see you the clip later. It's crazy.
Oh, this is the story. So this
This is crazy.
Jerry Sandusky is due to return to court next month as one of his accusers is expected to recant his testimony against the former Penn State assistant coach who was convicted of sexual abusing boys for more than a decade. So one of the accusers is retracting the story.
Oh, he needs some more money.
He's not getting no money out of this. The nigga has no money.
Penn State do.
Yeah, that is true.
Remember,
It's crazy. It's crazy how that.
It was 10 accusers.
Dog, you know what's crazy? Dog, as soon as that shit happened and the coach got fired, the nigga died like a month later. God don't like ugly.
He did.
Oh, all 3 of them in the studio and John has a. I'm not even doing anything.
Wait. That just says 10 what? Oh, tonight.
The chaos would be on 10.
Oh,
y'all chill, dude.
who's y'all? We didn't say anything.
Nobody said nothing.
I know.
No, you need to tell her to chill.
Yes. He's absolutely right. We can all see that.
We can all read that. That's crazy. They ain't gonna tell us to chill.
Back to USC schedule. Yeah, she needs to chill too.
All right, by Penn State, I may have us with one L.
Okay, y'all. Then y'all your bye week.
Okay.
Then y'all go to Wisconsin.
What happens on the bye week? They should win.
Against who?
They go both ways.
Who we play after the bye week?
Y'all at Wisconsin.
We should get
Whichever way you want.
We should get up out of here.
Then Halloween, y'all welcome Ohio State to the Cowboys.
That's the game.
That's the. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the loss.
That's the game that's going to decide if we're ready or not.
That's the loss.
Look, if we lose, we can't lose bad.
Don't get blew out.
Yeah.
Then because y'all playing in the 0 week, y'all get a second bye week.
Mm-hmm.
2 buys in 1 year.
Isn't that 4? Isn't that?
Are you all right?
My bad.
Ride the train, choo choo.
What's especially John? What the heck, JoJo? What the? All right, man.
No.
It's wild. Just
What is wrong with all 4 of y'all?
cut me.
Nick, what?
5.
Wait, what I
I
did?
ain't seen anything yet.
I know what Cody's doing.
Wait, what did I did?
All right. At Indiana.
We Indiana.
Fernando Mendo's not there no more.
He's not there no more. But everybody that was going on that team is gone.
Oh no, they still got 28-year-olds though.
Maryland.
So do we. All right, who? Maryland?
Yeah.
We beating them.
Steve Francis not gonna be at the game.
Yo, you good?
Well, he might be out.
Steve Blake. Oh, yeah, Steve Blake.
Blake or Juan Dixon?
Juan what?
He got his own problems.
Oh yeah, he got issues.
Yeah, he got his own issues going on. We'll talk about that later too.
Wait, that's the one who.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This. He was his last name speaks for itself.
That sounds so crazy. Go ahead, John.
And then y'all end the season at the Rose Bowl against UCLA.
That game should be over at halftime. All right.
So
I see us realistically like about 2 losses that could happen.
Ohio State and who else?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay.
Those only 2 where I feel like those are like 50-50 games for me.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So y'all say you believe you guys can go 10-2 this year?
Yeah, for sure.
What does Lincoln Riley? Okay, I want to play something from 710 the other day. This was during the Mason Ireland show.
Is that when everybody was going on?
No, but Mason and Andy Kamenetsky, Ireland and Andy Kamenetsky, who's also like a USC fan and is an alum of USC.
Oh, he was open.
Discussing
Who threw the pass?
JJ Karafi.
No, I think not. It's Max. I don't think No, it's Max Brosnan or whatever his name is.
Max Brosnan?
Yeah.
Why that name?
Didn't he
sound
play
familiar?
Batman?
That's Pierce Brosnan.
That's Pierce. Here we go. So,
That's good. That's good movie knowledge though.
but this is from Mason Ireland show the other day, and they're discussing the pressure.
That was elite movie knowledge right there. Actually,
Yeah, it is. The pressure on Lincoln Riley going into the season.
Oh, nice dirt.
When people call for the head of a head coach. Let's play it out. You fire Lincoln Riley.
why?
What do you get?
Honestly, I don't know the answer because I don't follow college football close enough. This would be my counterpoint. What are you clinging to? With
Is you
Lincoln
crazy?
Riley, like, what are you actually clinging to?
And because of how they got Lincoln Riley, everybody's available. Because they might be on another team that be locked up for a long time, but so was
Sunday,
Lincoln Riley
Cody.
in Oklahoma. You can
Right.
steal anybody.
But I mean, there's nobody I'm all that excited about. Like if I get Dan Lanning out of Oregon, make that. But I don't think Phil Knight's going to just spend whatever it takes to keep him. I don't want Dabo. He's going the wrong direction.
But I wouldn't look at names like that. Don't look at just the biggest names out
You
there.
can't hire no name to be the head coach of the
Because-
USC. They tried that with Clay Helton.
Who is the most
You gotta chill.
When people call for the head of a head coach.
What's he say?
Let's play it out.
Should look Rosie O'Donnell.
Fire Lincoln Riley.
You can cut this off, John.
That's it. That was the whole clip.
All right.
Anyway, that was the whole clip.
All right, so look, I've had this discussion on the show beforehand. Here's the thing, y'all. Y'all have to remember this. We were in
Ireland.
a horrible carousel for a long time. You feel what I'm saying? We actually had guys that end up becoming good coaches somewhere else.
True.
But we got them at the wrong time.
Coach O.
Sark.
Oh yeah.
He had the drinking problem around the time he was on our team, and he didn't do bad for us. We had
Maybe should have drank more.
yeah, that killed him.
Wait,
what the hell was that, John?
Who did that?
That's why he was drunk.
Yeah, he was tripping. That's what got him fired.
At the it was at
the Galen Center.
Isn't it Galen Center?
No.
Galen Center.
the preseason rally when for all the boosters, he got on the stage and he was like,
Duke was drunk and he started like losing it.
he was like, "Get ready to effing fight on, man. Let's go."
He was talking just like that. Like he was faded.
And
White boy wasted.
And then when y'all lost, I think it was who did y'all lose to on a Saturday?
Yeah,
It might have been lost. It was it might have been the Stanford game.
Uh-huh.
No, it wasn't the Stanford game because
It was
wait a minute.
what year?
When y'all fired Sark?
He got fired before the season started.
No.
He coached.
He coached the first four
Yes.
or 5 games.
Yeah,
And
and
they said
he had to step away.
Yeah, they said he showed up to practice a little bit.
Yep, and that was
And
it.
that was it. And that's when Clay Helton came in. And
No, what name you just say?
Clay Helton.
That name doesn't get said on the show.
Sorry, Nick.
Thank you. Fucking hate that dude.
And obviously exit.
Hey, the way you feel about Rex Ryan, that's the way I feel about this nigga right here. Clay Melton. Fucking meltdown waiting to happen every damn game. Fuck out of here.
And
And he lost so many recruits because of him. Man. And that's what's gonna keep Lincoln Riley. That's what's gonna keep Lincoln Riley. Is the fact that we keep getting these we haven't been this high in recruiting in a long time.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? And Lincoln Riley knows how to recruit in general, but now he's getting the LA recruits. He's getting the West Coast recruits back at USC.
Maybe he can go to Georgia.
If he goes to Georgia, he'll bring imagine what he could be able to bring now that he has the
He offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
He offensive line?
yeah.
Bubble ain't on. Never mind. Not even. But I'm also with that too. Like I understand the frustration of Lincoln Riley as far as his looking away from defense or whatever. But I think over the past few years he's realized that he has to transition the way that he coaches and the way his teams are built. Relax. That's hilarious. Like he knows that now, like the way that he usually constructs teams is not going to work in this conference. You're not going to win in this conference if you're not a physical team. You're going to lose bullshit games like we've been losing the past few years, like how we lost to fucking Rutgers, or we lost to Maryland. That doesn't even sound right. USC football losing to Maryland. That doesn't sound right at all. You feel what I'm saying? And they were just more physical than us. And that's something that he's worked on over the past few years.
Yeah, you should touch him.
That's crazy. But you feel what I'm saying? But people have to remember this too. Now Jim Harbaugh, he won before he got up out of there. But look how long it took Jim Harbaugh to get used to the conference. You feel what I'm saying? He had to go back to the basics to realize, all right, dog, I got to go back to the way me and my brother we build teams. What we do? We got physical on both sides of the line, and we run the fucking ball. And when he got that shit together over there in Michigan, they couldn't be stopped, even though they were cheating. But you feel what I'm saying?
They won the championship.
Yeah, they sure did.
That's a fact.
With the sorry ass quarterback that's on the Vikings. So you know what I'm saying? It sometimes take a few years for you to figure this out.
Freaky Zeke.
Uh-oh.
Transition like and it's to the depth. No. Why? Nick said, "Why no more Notre Dame versus USC?"
Well, that already got explained. It was a thing of this, which is understandable. USC is like, all right, we have no problem with the game, but let's move it to a different time of the year. That's where it was at. Notre Dame didn't want to do that, and it is what it is.
USC wanted to play earlier in the year. Notre Dame didn't.
No, that's all. That's literally what it came down to.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, Lincoln Riley's running. Oh, it's like this, dog. If we're going to be a good team, we're going to run against them eventually. You feel what I'm saying? So that argument is thrown out the window. Because if we go to the playoffs, they're going to be in the playoffs too.
Maybe.
There's no maybe with them.
Oh, yeah, because they don't play nobody.
That's what I'm saying. They handpicked their schedule, and the teams that were like halfway decent that want to be on that they want on their schedule said we're cool when they found out they had this clause in their contract that no matter if they win X amount of games, no matter what, they got a playoff spot locked in.
Oh yeah, see, they play against.
They play against Southwest,
which is the LA HBCU.
You feel what I'm saying? They play against the other LA HBCU and Dominguez.
Dominguez.
You feel what I'm saying? So nah, we're not about to do that. So that's why that happened. But they said it's going to happen like I think the next game is like in like 2 or 3 years.
I think 2 more years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 more years.
Still don't know, Tig. Still don't know.
I have an idea.
Speaking of coaches who could be on the hot seat,
They eat their own cake batter.
William Belichick. So there's a lot of articles. This article from Bruce Feldman in The Athletic said, I'd be shocked if he's coaching there next year. It's a mess there, and Michael Lombardi is...
with his son, Michael Lombardi and his son.
Yeah, so obviously, y'all know Michael Lombardi's been put on administrative leave.
I thought it said Michael Jordan and his son.
Who knows? And his son is on medical leave right now. Steve Belichick, the defensive coordinator, is on medical leave too, so he's not even there. They're in Dublin playing TCU tomorrow morning. They're going to get dog walked. This is North Carolina's schedule. Let's predict how many wins does Bill Belichick get in year 2 at North Carolina.
TCU,
Loss.
Eastern Tennessee
They can beat
State,
them.
Clemson.
loss,
Notre Dame.
Loss.
Pittsburgh.
Loss.
At Duke.
Fuck Duke.
50-50.
We're at 2 wins right now, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Syracuse.
Carmelo Anthony play?
Syracuse is actually not that bad. And
I got Syracuse winning.
I got Syracuse winning.
All right.
They're losing that one.
At UConn.
Maybe. I'll give them a win.
I won't.
That's 3.
I give him a loss.
Louisville.
Loss.
Yeah.
At Virginia.
Loss.
At
They
home to
lose.
NC State.
They losing that one too.
That's 3-9. That's worse than what he did last year.
Imagine going 6-9.
Go ahead.
This dude, man. Let me play what Josh Pate from the college ESPN college analyst had to say about Bill Belichick.
What?
Everyone wants to know who Freaky Ziki is. They say identify yourself.
Oh, they eat their own cake batter.
So let me
Wait.
What the fuck was that?
Wait.
And niggas dropped 41 in the preseason game?
All right, we gotta talk about Baltimore in a second too. What the heck kind of play was that? Listen to what Josh Pate had to say about Bill Belichick.
Hey, my nigga was talking that shit when he said it that one day.
And I'm not saying, Bill Belichick shouldn't have taken the job. If someone's going to offer you the job of North Carolina, if they're stupid enough to do it, yeah, take it. My point is, I can't believe they were dumb enough to think winning in college football was going to be easier than winning in the NFL. But I think that's the arrogance a lot of guys who coach in the NFL for a long time have when they look at college football. They think, well, this is professional football. That's college. That's like a light version of what we do. Those are the minor leagues down there. And then they thought to themselves, once they got here, they thought, man, we're going to have to beat kids off with a stick. Think about our reputation. And think about how enviable it'll be to play at North Carolina, and that's just not the world. It was never going to be the world. I can't believe they thought it was going to be the world. And the arrogance and the hubris and stupidity, I guess is a better word, to throw around the 33rd NFL team, it got laughed at, guys. It got laughed at from pretty much everyone whose opinion I even remotely trust in college football from day one. But I will say this, it hasn't wrecked the brand. I got asked last night, I was at an event down in Fairhope, Alabama, and someone said, does this just wreck North Carolina for the future? No. Nope, it doesn't. I think they will wash their hands of this entire experiment at some point this year. I think that'll happen, and I think the North Carolina job will be open. I don't know how else to tell you this. I know some people who would want the job right now, who would probably be on the short list. It's still a desirable position. In fact, it's probably going to be looked at as a position that is really desirable for the first time in a long time because you flushed some of / a lot of what needed to be flushed out of the athletic department out.
You know my opinion about this whole situation is
What?
Okay, so let's rewind time because I think people are judging this, and I'm not giving a pass to Bill Belichick none whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? But this is the reality of this particular situation. This situation was set up. It wasn't set up for Bill Belichick to be successful. This situation was set up so that Bill Belichick's son can get some reps in college, and he's gonna be the one to take over after he's not supposed to be after he quits or whatever.
True.
That's literally what was going on when as everybody forgets about this when this negotiating this contract happened. This whole marriage that's going on is not supposed to be no longer than 2 or 3 years anyways. Mm-hmm. This wasn't like a 5-10 year type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Carolina went into this knowing that they're just waiting on his son to get his shit together so he could be ready to take over.
And clearly he didn't, so that's why. And clearly he isn't.
You feel what I'm saying?
All North Carolina do is get a massage parlor.
And Michael Lombardi
away from anything that's football operations.
Don't trust his last name.
I remember when he's with the Raiders.
They're gonna
right there.
Yes. Raiders, Browns.
He was terrible everywhere.
He's just riding Bill Belichick's coattails.
Oh,
I'll say it. He's riding Belichick's coattails since.
And he's not even related to. He's not even related to the Lombardi.
No, he's not related to Vince Lombardi.
And you just have a last name of royalty in fucking football.
Did he have? The Falcons were interested in Belichick.
Yeah,
but Belichick wanted to run the show. And the GM was like, no.
There was a rumor going around that he would go to the Raiders too, but I think Tom Brady was like, no way.
I heard he was supposed to go to the Lakers.
It's 49 up over there.
Rob's too.
Yeah, it's LeBron's fault that Kuminga went to the Timberwolves.
Let's go there.
Uh-oh.
Let's go there.
Hell of a segue. Hello.
Let's go there. So,
you all right?
No, John is out of pocket.
I know.
So Nick just went. I'm gonna go there. Jonathan Kuminga is signed with the signed with the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2 years, $13 million. He had offers from the Lakers, the Bulls, the Blazers, and the Timberwolves, but he chose the Wolves. No problem.
He chose the team that he felt. It's only basically a 1-year contract anyways. He basically went to the best team that offered him a contract based off what I've seen.
That is correct. That's correct on paper. That is not why he went.
Can you take?
Why is that?
2 at a time.
He wanted to go to somewhere. He wanted a sign and trade, but he wasn't willing to sign a 3-year deal. And league rules tell you, in order to do a sign and trade, you have to be signed for a minimum 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't getting that. He wasn't getting that. That's why he ended up with the Lakers. That's why he ended up with the Bulls. That's why. The Bulls, whatever. Portland, but Minnesota was the best option if you're talking about on talent wise.
Man, him being a cum bucket in Atlanta should have stayed there.
Well, no, the Hawks told him they didn't want him. They declined his option.
Yeah,
declined his option to be a cum bucket.
I think what happened with him over there in Atlanta was
It was 3 years, 12. He didn't want to. He wants to go back in free agency.
No, he said he thought the Lakers offered 3 years at $12 million a year.
Yeah, that's what the deal was. That's the only way the deal would have got done in a sign and trade. It has to be a minimum 3 years.
So he seen that he wasn't gonna get the money that he thought he was gonna get, and just said, "I'm just gonna sign."
How you bet on himself?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at it either. But people think he's only going there he's going there really for basketball reasons. Y'all really don't know Jonathan Kuminga because the dude turned down 3 years, $30 million from the Warriors.
Well,
there was politics behind
he
that.
Needed to get out of.
He didn't need to be up over there.
Yeah.
There was politics going on the Warriors up over there. He had a coach that didn't like him. And a coach don't have to develop young talent.
Nigger dad is the one who he had to get away from.
Who, Nick Kerr's dad?
Yeah,
No.
I hate Mark.
What Mark do? That's hate. Mark will disappear.
So let me tell you what his agent, Aaron Goodwin,
Oh, his agent was LeBron.
No, he's not Clutch.
So
I think he signed to CAA, but he was on Run It Back. Boss. Yo, where the hell is that voice coming from?
it's a ghost.
But he was talking about
Listen.
why I'm trying to find. Here we go. Why Jonathan Kuminga chose. This is Aaron Turner, his agent. Why he didn't sign the 3-year, $75 million extension with the Golden State Warriors, and how he ended up in Minnesota.
Aaron, let me ask you this on the Warriors front. So obviously something went sideways, right? Because and as an ex-player, I'm sitting there watching Jonathan Kuminga last year, and I have so much respect for him, just how he handled it. He never was a bad guy. He never was loud. He never was a distraction to the team, and he's a much better guy than I am. Because if I'm sitting there taking DMPs, CDs, I probably would have voiced my opinion, which I ended up actually doing in my career in Memphis, but. That showed a lot to me about his character, but what, like,
shut up.
hindsight now looking back, if that offer's on the table versus what he just took with Minnesota, would he take that deal with the money being more than the deal he just took now, or was that relationship so sour that he was moving on from Golden State regardless?
You're talking about the one with the
initial offer that was above the
the 375 versus 250. Or are you talking about 5 years, 150 if they ever offered it?
No, the 2 or 3 year deal.
The 2 or 3 year concept, yeah, because the 150, right? We would have taken that, but again, there were they were offered. Again, I have to like blast this 5 times. They never offered that deal.
You want to blast him 5 times?
So with the 375, no, I mean it was.
Oh yeah, I know that was a lot.
It was, to me, he had to get to a spot to make long-term money or past this contract where the basketball was set, because with the basketball comes the money, right? Like if you understand this business, you understand if it's a good basketball fit, the money follows. The money coming before the basketball is not really how you're going to continue to make more and more money. So put yourself in the best basketball situation. If you take a longer deal, you have no control over that. You actually take less control, because you see this all the time, Chandler. I don't know if you experienced this in your career, but you don't have any control in a trade. It's not like JK said, I want to go to Atlanta. He got thrown to Atlanta. He made the best of it. I think, they made a great run. They were really exciting. They got up on the Knicks, but it wasn't like that's where he picked to go. So if you continue to do that, you lose more and more control. You get older. You get to put yourself in a great spot. Plus, there's a big part of this where, especially in this CBA, the optionality part, which we fought over last year, was massive, because if you take another year with a team option, and I would say on paper, next year for Jonathan Kuminga is a way better free agency year for him. There's a lot of teams with money, and if you have paid attention to the JK's recruiting saga over the last few years, those teams that have been trying to sign and trade for him, Sacramento, Chicago, Bryson, these teams have a lot of money next year. Now, I'm not saying that, that will necessarily, who knows, but the game board is set very, very well for JK for 2027. But you have to be able to get into that market. And if you have a team option, you could have as good of a year as you want. You can't get into that market. So with a player option now, you decide if you want to be in that market. And that is a big, big deal in controlling your future earnings and, having the leverage in your career moving forward. And the only way you get that leverage, and this, Aaron, because you played after every big contract you got was followed from playing good basketball.
100%.
Not yours.
And again, I love the idea he's betting on himself. I love the idea with the player option where he can go into another free agency. And he's 23 years old, so I think that is huge.
He's got money from everybody.
I respect it.
Houston, Dallas, Memphis.
Yeah, name it.
That sounds like the Drake song. Oh, Houston.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Fantastic.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not mad at that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at himself either.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. I think, John, your fan base, they get kind of up and all sometimes because, they feel like they're going to get these guys on the team. And, they build these guys up all, leading up to this guy being up over there. And then when the guy don't sign up over there, all of a sudden he's this and that. And, he's overrated. I'm glad we didn't, you feel what I'm saying? But in this case, I agree with the agent. He said he had no control over the trade. He went to Atlanta. He did the best he could with the cards he was given. Now he goes to a situation where he can go to a team that actually wants him. You feel what I'm saying? And he's able to showcase his skills on the basketball court more on this team, especially if what he does contribute to winning. Because this team is going to be probably a top 4 team in the West next year, and they're going to be very exciting. They just got LaMelo. Obviously, they already had Anthony Edwards up over there. They was able to get him while still keeping basically the same core they have.
Keeping McDonald's.
Yeah, they may not have Nas Reed and Julius Randle no more. But we already knew Nas Reed was already up out of there.
Where'd Julius Randle go? Portland? I mean,
he got traded to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn back to New York. Okay.
Yeah. Robert Wilkins, our boy Robert Wilkins, said he's explaining exactly why he's a risky play for any team. He's chasing the money. I don't begrudge him for that. Everyone is doing the same, but chasing money doesn't always align with team goals. When I heard Sacramento, I was like, ugh. You want to go there?
No, he said those are the teams that
was
willing to trade for him.
Yeah, and they're gonna have money.
I wouldn't.
I mean, John, you got to think about it like
Bulls,
this.
I can understand, but
did he win a championship with Golden State?
Yes, I think he was on that 20. He was on that team.
So he's not really ring chasing. He won a ring early. No matter if whatever happens,
man, go get your money, man.
He's at the point now. I'm gonna get my bread. I got a championship already.
Even if you didn't get championship,
get your money.
No, get your money. But if you come out there and dudes seeing that you know only about yourself and not about the team, nobody's gonna F with you. And that's cool. But you know where you're going. Because if you apply that with Ant-Man, he's gonna smell the BS quickly.
He can do his look.
They still got Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Well, they're stuck with him.
Yeah.
The next Alonzo Mourning.
That wasn't funny. That was fucked up.
So didn't find it funny either.
Zoe should have socked him in the face when he said it.
Alonzo Mourning, that was crazy.
Even though he went to the Hall of Fame before him, which is crazy.
Alonzo Mourning was always going to be a Hall of Famer. Rudy Gobert's
going to the Hall of Fame.
He's going to the Hall of Fame because he's
Minnesota's still top 3 or 4 team.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even if they didn't sign him, they're still top 3 or 4.
So that's that. But good luck to him, man. Look, I want all these dudes to get paid. Get your money.
Dang.
I'm all about your money.
Maybe he wants to play for Sacramento.
Go get your money, bro.
He was already in the Bay Area.
Go get your money, bro. Because at the end of the day, all these people saying team this, team that.
They're gonna trade your ass quick, fast, and a hurry.
Yep. When you become useless to that, that's what's gonna happen.
You're out of here. All that loyalty. Loyalty is only loyalty in basketball is a one-sided street.
It's
loyalty in most situations.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Kawhi. Tig. Nobody knows.
No,
he's going to Toronto.
He's going to Toronto.
This shit is over with.
It's just
NBA says it's not, but I'm with you, Nick. It's over with.
This shit is over with.
He's going. The trade will happen. They're just waiting on the stupid.
Yeah, see how long you get suspended for, quote unquote.
Yeah, he'll be there by training camp.
They gonna match it up with an injury. He have a fake growing injury or a quad injury.
He don't get hurt up in Toronto.
But Nick, I want to ask you this. We get to the football talk.
I want to ask Nick a question.
What happened?
Why you got on the Denver Bronco color shirt?
I already had the shirt on earlier. I know.
He said Kawhi, whole family full of scammers. That's hate, Tig.
I will say this about Kawhi.
You think he related to that dude who played for the 49ers?
Yeah.
He was talking about his sister.
Kawhi.
His sister's a scammer?
You ain't heard that story?
We'll talk about that later. Kawhi, in 20 years, people are going to be like, the people who are young now, that's going to be like their 30s and 40s, whatever, in the next 20 years, they're going to be wondering why the hell Kawhi Leonard is a top 75 player of all time. Because they're going to look at his numbers and be like, he doesn't have really Hall of Fame numbers. But then you look at his accolades and you're like, he definitely has Hall of Fame accolades. He has the most unique career in sports, probably ever. You never seen who has less points than a role player be voted top 75 all time and be a multiple time All-Star.
Well, it's a role player that's top 75 all time.
Who?
Wasn't Dennis Rodman top 75?
Woo! Definitely a role player. Was he? Oh, what you mean? Was he
a role player?
No, was he top 75? Did he make? Was
I don't. Was he top 50? I don't know if he was top 50.
No, he wasn't in the top 50. He wasn't in the 50s.
He was in the top 70. He's in the top 75.
You sure?
I think he might be. Look that up. Hold on.
I don't think so. But speaking of someone who is in the top 75, and that's Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was on Fred VanVleet's podcast, which is through his platform, the Boardroom, and they was having an interesting discussion on what holds more weight.
He is definitely in the top 75.
Okay.
5-time NBA champion, 7-time career rebound.
Fuck out of here.
2-time defensive player of the year, 8-time all defense Hall of Fame, 2011.
Did they show him listed as one of 70 on the 75th?
Yeah, he went in top 21. I mean, he won in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Top 75.
He won in Jordan 96.
But Kevin Durant was on the podcast, and he was on. It was on Fred VanVleet's podcast, and he was talking about how he believes the NBA that winning MVP holds more weight than winning an NBA championship. And this sparked a debate with the cousins. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, they discussed this on their pod.
By the way, 2 niggas who never won a championship.
No.
Or MVP.
One of them's close to another one.
KD was on the Fred VanVleet podcast, and he's talking about regular season MVP holds more weight than winning a championship. What are your thoughts on that? Regular season MVP holds more weight than an NBA championship. And the reason I'm asking that, regular season MVP holds more weight than winning a championship.
Hell yeah. So why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Explain that though. Because everybody at the end of the day, you think about this when we talk about the totality of a player's career, and even when you talk about Hall of Fame, and when you talk about the best players, the first thing is but he didn't get a ring, or he got a ring.
Name the 10th or the 11th player on the Chicago Bulls or the Los Angeles Lakers or the Detroit Pistons or the Boston Celtics. Who are they? Name any of those teams. Name me the 11th or the 12th guy.
You
want me to? Just name one.
He didn't win it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why
Right. You can't even think of him. He got a ring. Yeah, you can't even think of him.
Adam Morrison.
He has a ring.
Josh Powell.
Who got a ring?
Does he have an MVP? Can he get an MVP? Absolutely not. No. So, yes, the MVP of the regular season has more weight than a regular, than a championship because it's the whole team. This is not just team, but it's ownership, it's management, it's health, it's all this shit that plays into winning a championship. So yeah, I mean, MVP, bro, that's you putting in some work.
Nope, it's not.
And against all of the other great players of that season,
that's playing the same schedule, the same 82 games. You playing the same teams 3 and 4 times, sometimes 2.
I don't want to say nothing bad about Tracy McGrady.
Come on, man. No, bro.
Let me play with Kevin. All right, so that was what Mac and VC said. Let me play the reason why they even had this stupid debate.
I gotta respond to that.
And that was Kevin Durant. This was Kevin Durant with Fred VanVleet on Fred VanVleet's podcast, explaining why he felt holding a NBA MVP held more weight than an NBA championship.
What's more precious as a top guy, the MVP or winning the ring?
MVP. It's one a year. So I can feel when nobody said ring is incredible.
It's only how many championships? What championship wins here?
Great moment, great team accomplishment.
It's a team accomplishment. There you go.
Come on, everybody who wants to be the MVP.
For sure.
If you got a chance to become an MVP in this NBA, then I can see if it was an MVP per team. Just one to give me a ring.
Stop cooking. They right. Nope. They right.
John, he's right.
Nope. They right. And we have these questions everywhere, even on our show. Which career would you rather have? Charles Barkley or Robert Ory. Everybody picks Charles Barkley. Why?
Because obviously Charles Barkley's a better player, and outside of that, he's won the MVP, and he's a top 75 player of all time. That all that holds more than 5 championships, or 6, or 7. How many he has?
7.
7. That holds more than.
I think
than
it matters on who you're saying, who the player is.
It depends on the argument that you're having, because
Mac's argument bringing up the 11 to 12 player. Well, come on, dude. We know the real question is,
but that's
a little more weight if you're a Hall of Fame player. That's what they should have been discussing.
Well, here's the thing, John. All right, so I'll give you a prime example of two careers that everybody compares all the damn time. Dwayne Wade, James Harden. Prime example of that. Dwayne Wade has 4 championships, right?
3.
Oh, he has 3. My bad. 3. My fault. He has 3. James Harden doesn't have any. James Harden has an MVP. Dwayne Wade doesn't have one. James Harden has taken his team farther as the main guy on his team than possibly Dwayne Wade.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
You gonna tell me Dwayne Wade wasn't the main guy in 06?
Well, when Shaq
was there?
When Shaq was there?
And that wasn't Boston Shaq or Cleveland Shaq.
05? Yeah.
You talking about All-Star Shaq?
You gonna tell me Dwayne Wade was Shaq said Dwayne Wade was the main guy.
Shaq is a lot of bullshit.
He also said Penny was and Kobe. It's a trend. He was saying.
Yes. he also said that Kobe was the best player of the 3-peat run. He was. Never mind.
That part, we all know he was BSing. That part was.
We can't pick and choose when he BS, John.
No, I know he was. I know that.
We all know that was BS.
That was BS.
But that falls into. But the first thing niggas bring up when you say that is, oh, Shaq himself said this. You feel what I'm saying?
Wade was the main guy. I'm gonna tell you, Wade was the main guy when they won in 06 against Dallas.
All right, so look, do they go to the finals if Shaq wasn't there? Because history has shown this nigga Dwayne Wade's not getting your team past the first round when he's that guy.
Hold up. His rookie year, they got past the second round. They got to the second round. They just ran into the Pacers. They ran into the Pacers team that ended up losing to the Pistons in the conference finals.
After he won that title, John, what did he do before LeBron got there?
He was hurt.
Throughout his tenure before that, he was hurt. Was he getting past the first round? When James Harden was the man, he was getting past the first round and was doing it with less talent. And then when he got talent, they got farther.
Are you telling me that James Harden's career is more valuable than Dwayne Wade's?
No, I think James Harden's a better player.
Okay, that's all.
But you feel what I'm saying? But Dwayne Wade's career is going to look. People say his career is better because he won a Finals MVP, and that's what helps his. Because Dwayne Wade at no point in his career could have won MVP.
No Harden.
So the goalpost gets moved. You feel what I'm saying?
The goalpost gets moved because when we ever said that Dwayne Wade didn't show up in the playoffs?
I understand that, John. But if Dwayne Wade was getting out, he was getting lottery picks when he was the man after Shaq was gone. James Harden never got a lottery pick.
In fairness, Dwayne Wade was hurt 2 of those years after Shaq was gone too.
That has nothing to do with James Harden. He wasn't hurt.
All right, man.
That was 6 years. 5 years, right?
James Harden was top 3 in MVP for like about 6 years straight. He probably should have won 2 or 3, but he only won 1.
I think D Wade's rings way more than James Harden's MVP. That's me. So let me ask you this: Are we? And this is a good one from Tig. That's why I say he says he would take Russ's career over Jalen Brunson. I'm not. So you can't right now. Yes, because
he's a better player than Jalen Brunson. So obviously,
and Jalen Brunson's career is not even okay.
No matter Jalen Brunson can keep going. He's not gonna have he's not gonna be a top move into the top 100 players. Why? Because he won a championship with the Knicks. Dog, listen here.
Man, listen.
This is getting ridiculous.
This championship talk is stupid because the goalposts get moved.
Yeah.
Based on a player, if you like the player, if you don't like the player. in certain cases, championship matters. That's what makes one player better than other players. But then when you like a player more than you didn't like another player, none of that really matters.
Yep.
What T-Mac said kind of makes sense about when it comes to championships, it's more than just that one player. You need good general management. You need good coaching. You need luck. You need health. You need all that to win a championship.
And he should know because his team, he was either always hurt or some bullshit was always happening with his teams or some with him. It was something, it was just him. Something that was always happening. He knows that you need good. You need luck in order to make a championship run.
Yeah.
No matter what. No matter how good you are.
Yeah.
Some shit need to fall your way.
But
how many times wasn't T-Mac up 3-1 on the Pistons?
With what team? With
Orlando.
Which Pistons team was that?
The one that won the championship.
All right, go ahead, John.
The one won the
the
championship.
championship team.
Matter. Still up 3-1.
Still up 3-1. Who was coaching?
I think Doc was gone at that. I hate to say I think it was Doc. I think Doc was gone, but it might have been.
Doc lost a 3-1 lead while he was there.
That probably was it. Well, no, he might have lost 2. He might have lost 2 because they.
Tracy said the champ with Doc.
Nobody said a chance with Doc Rivers coaching.
So Tick said this. So Nash career over Kobe. Nash got 2 MVPs. Kobe got 5 rings.
Well, I would rather have Kobe's career because Kobe's better than Steve Nash.
But the problem is you comparing somebody who got both MVP and championship to somebody who only has
one.
Has one.
Yeah, it's not just one has this one, the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
a
the difference.
bad comparison.
Yeah. So it's like this.
Like Nick said, the right comparison is Nick Young and Dwayne Wade.
I mean, who?
I mean, Nick Young. That's crazy.
James Harden and Dwayne Wade. That's like the perfect way to describe it. Because like you can make a strong look. I got James Harden, but look, I'm not mad. You can make a case for either one.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It, like that's a prime example of preference. Imagine how different James Harden's career would be if he just had one. All you need is one. You just need one championship.
Iverson or Dwayne Wade?
I got Dwayne Wade better than James. I got
Dwayne Wade over AI.
Over AI too.
I got D Wade over AI too.
Yeah, I do. And I hate saying that.
What he said.
I really hate saying that, but I have Dwayne Wade.
No,
He said Nash has some MVPs. The amount of MVPs don't matter.
It's just the topic.
If Nash had a championship, then I would understand that Kobe and Nash comparison because they both have one of each.
Yeah. Well, one has both. And
One has, yeah.
So you rather have a career the guy has both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all depends.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a championship and an MVP rather than just 2 MVPs.
So who career would you rather have?
Will Chamberlain's.
Obviously. Would you rather have Carmelo Anthony's career or Andre Iguodala's?
Melo. Well, that's a role. That's easy. It's Melo. But like I said, Iguodala's a role player. And I don't think, and he should never been Finals MVP. Don't give me that.
I agree, but he still won it. That's you feel what I'm saying now.
But Melo never won an MVP.
You feel what I'm saying?
Melo never won an MVP.
One won the Finals MVP.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Hey, John. Hey, look, when you look his name up, it's right there. No matter how much I don't like it either, his name is right there.
Yeah.
Just like Kawhi's, hit the first one.
This is tough, man. I'll be honest with you. Most players, especially, they want the championship just for barbershop talk. But I think that the top players want that MVP. They go for the MVP.
I agree,
and that's because it's not like a. I mean, even the MVP is kind of a team award because you can't have
you got to have team success.
You got to have team success to get the MVP. So
that's what people don't realize.
It's still a team award, but that's more than I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I think that's what it is.
Good topic. Good discussion.
Let me see. Go back. What did it say?
Big Nick said
Melo over a basketball game.
All right.
That's funny as shit.
All right, Nick. But I did want to ask Nick about this before I go into that topic.
Melo don't have a championship because he chose money over.
Yep.
Never mind.
So Heisman winning a natty.
Yes. Yes.
Heisman or win.
Heisman or a natty.
Yes. I think either one helps your career.
I'm taking the Heisman.
I'm taking the Heisman too.
I'm taking the Heisman.
Because guess what? that Heisman helps you more at the second level than the championship does.
It really does.
Oh, he dropped it, Odell.
He might be on the bubble.
No, he was in the jacuzzi.
No, I mean he might
get cut. No, he's not. He's not. He shouldn't be.
He really just did that.
He went crazy like the first 2 games.
He was in the jacuzzi with the.
Wasn't Marvin Gaye playing in the background?
Relax.
Marvin was.
But Nick, I want to ask you about your speaking of Future.
You're the rapper.
Your future face of the franchise in Fernando Mendoza. Obviously had a rough night last night, but he had it. But what was your estimation of his first preseason?
I mean, he's a rookie. I mean, here's my thing. Y'all already know how I feel about preseason. You feel me?
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
So it's like I don't really take too much in the preseason. This is the time you want your guys to make their mistakes. I'd rather you make a bunch of mistakes right now in preseason than your ass go out there during the regular season and make these same mistakes in a game that actually matters. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a good catch, yeah.
So that's how I feel about that. Go ahead. This is your first time going up against an NFL defense. This is your first time taking as many reps under center as well. Sometimes it takes guys a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we've seen this numerous times throughout history. It's rare you see it with a guy that's drafted first overall, but we've seen it happen before. We've seen these quarterbacks get drafted in the first round. They may have to wait a year, and then next year, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Patrick Mahomes waited a year. He played the last game of his rookie year. He waited a year. Next year, he wins MVP. I'm not saying the same. That's why with Mendoza. You feel what I'm saying? But he learned he was in a good situation. He had a great head coach. He had a great quarterback to learn from. At least, may not play wise something different, but he had a great quarterback to learn from as a guy that doesn't really Adam Smith doesn't turn the ball over too often. He's a great game manager. If you learn how to do that aspect mixed in with with the skill set that you already have, that leads to you learning how to not to turn the ball over while getting like about 40 touchdowns per year.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to learn from these type of guys. He's gonna be learning from Kirk Cousins, a guy who knows this system. He went to the Pro Bowl under this system. Obviously, he had different weapons at receiver.
I think Kirk Cousins is the perfect person to learn from because that's his OG.
You feel what I'm saying?
I swear that could be his dad, straight up. But let me tell you But here's what Clay Kubiak had to say about Fernando Mendoza's development.
Getting his development going.
Kirk Cousins white.
Yeah, I mean he needs another 3 preseason games. All those rookies do. And now that the season's starting, the practice reps get smaller, and that's just life. But us as coaches, we got to get them ready to play, keep developing them.
Bingo. You should have played what he said about our fucking wide receivers. But I feel like that's gonna be addressed next year.
Simpson look good enough to put in the trade package for Joey, but
nigga crazy.
I just want to give a quick training camp recap for our squads. I saw the Broncos last 2 games. Obviously, the Broncos first 3 games. 3 games against Atlanta last week against Green Bay. That's the only game where both Knicks or the starters really played. I'm loving what I'm seeing from our defense. Bo Nix looked like he looked like himself, and Jalen Waddle was a goddamn godsend. If we can get that for 15 games, 15 out of the 17 games this year, we're going back. We're going back to Championship Sunday. This time we're closing the deal. But I like what I saw. Mark, what did you take away from the Bills this training camp and preseason?
Jalen Waddle look good.
Ouch.
Nope.
That's what I like to.
Dig, relax.
What happened? What is it?
Said something about Jay Cargill came out with some glazed ham shanks.
Jay Cargill?
Yeah. Well, I'll be watching SmackDown in the morning. Big Nick said Jincy are good training wheels to have.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You got a Pro Bowl caliber guy already ready out there. So if you do have to go out there, you can just. I mean, what's the best thing for a rookie quarterback is to have a all pro tight end.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's good when you get into it.
All right. I'm gonna save some of this stuff for our.
What about Nick?
What? Nick just said.
Already said yeah.
Nick was talking about. So, what you talking about? Because obviously with Mendoza, but obviously a lot of people talk. They were real high on Mike Washington's preseason. What else did you take from the Raiders outside of all the Mendoza talk?
We still need some work on the as far as like at corners. Our corners are very young. I think that we just need to bring some experience as far as that position. We definitely need to upgrade at receiver. I think that's going to hurt us unless somebody takes a big step up. I don't see that happening. But even if we just have the guys, I need to see more from Jack Beck, especially considering he was a second round pick for us last year.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I need for you to now that you actually gonna get some playing time. I need to see something different than. Oh my Lord, that's crazy. I need to see something different. I need to see you more involved in the offense. I think our offensive line, people was like they still have the issue that there's still issues with that. I don't necessarily see that. Maybe it's more so as far as from pass protection to be a little bit better, but I think as far as we'll be able to actually run the ball this year. So, if you can run the ball about 25, 30 times a game, all they're gonna do is help with your with pass protection. You feel what I'm saying? So outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much what I've seen from us. I've seen better. I think that the safety that we drafted from Arizona is going to be starting for us. I think he earned that starting spot at free safety. I don't know what the corner rotation is going to be. I know Eric Stokes is out there, and I don't know who's going to be out opposite of him. But I know that that Mark's boy, he's going to be playing nickel for us. So I don't know who's going to be cornerback too.
Oh, you talking about Taron Johnson?
Yes, he's going to be our nickel.
Yeah, he played nickel.
Six said not winning more than 6 games.
I've been said that.
So I want to save some of this stuff for our 500 because
Jeremiah Smith on the way.
Because we're gonna get about it.
Now, John, I'm gonna answer your question for real. The only player I was really looking to see in the preseason was the receiver we got from Skylar Bell. I mean, from UConn, Skylar Bell.
Mm-hmm.
He played his first game. Yep, he played his first game yesterday. He looked real.
They play the Lions on Thursday Night Football, Big Nick.
Who the Bills play?
Who the Bills play on their home? Who the Bills play in the home opener?
Oh, the Lions on Thursday. Yeah.
That's their Thursday Night Football, first Thursday night of the year. They open up the new stadium.
Well, hopefully never mind.
Well, the graveyards they're removed from the graveyard, so that means spirits are gone. But I want to talk about some of the other stuff we're gonna talk about on Tuesday with the Pro Bowl being abolished and everything, and the mock draft, and Jordan, and obviously Week 1 college football. Jordan Reed has his preseason mock draft. We'll talk about that. But when we get to this, we get to the segment that's often imitated, never duplicated. Some people say stuff in the sports world they gotta get called out for, and this is the place that we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for calling out. I got 2 people on calling out name. Well, one's a calling out name. One's a Sports4U salute. So here we go. Patrick Beverly. On his recent podcast said he would take John Morant over John Stockton.
At what? In a dunk contest?
You want to hear from the man's mouth?
Being black?
You want to hear from the man's mouth?
I don't know.
That's a crazy question.
Pause.
This is about to be some bullshit. Already knowing.
This is Patrick Beverly on his podcast saying he would take
this nigga know better too. What the fuck is he doing?
John Morant over John Stockton. And why the hell is he? Okay, shut up.
Who you picking or who's better and who you choosing? These 2 point guards. Old school John Stockton or John Morant. Some people go John Stockton. I'm going John Morant. Some people go John Stockton because they like, he's a point guard. He's an actual point guard. He gonna get the ball where it needs to be. He gonna be heavy on the pocket pass. He gonna be a great leader. That's cool. John Morant is running circles around John Stockton's ass. Straight up. He gonna be jumping over John Stockton's ass. Yeah, I'm only talking about that John Stockton. I don't know no new John Stockton who doesn't lift weights, and I don't want to put the past with the present, and you can't compare. Yeah, we can do anything we want. What you mean? It's the free world. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Yeah. So I'm talking about the John Stockton with the little shorts that was playing against Michael Jordan. I'm talking about him. I'm a huge John Stockton fan. Huge. He played against the greatest ever. He did compete. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm taking as a better player. You taking John? Okay, a lot of people take John Stockton. I'm taking John Moran. I'm taking 12. Regardless of what you got going on the court, I'm taking John Moran. So basically, you telling me basically what I'm hearing and what people are going to say is John Stockton is a better player and winner than John Moran. That's going to be the argument. That's going to be the argument. And I think it's a different game also, right? And I ain't go, we ain't gonna go back and forth. But I think you put John Morant. If you put John Morant on the Utah Jazz,
they don't get to
the finals.
That's a different series. That's a different series.
Worst series.
Okay, well, Karl Malone gonna have to get it off the. Karl Malone trust me. John Morant can pass the ball. He can hit the pockets. He can do that.
Passing like John.
Karl Malone go get his. But what John Morant go do to Steve Kerr?
See. This is dumb stuff we talking about, man. Talking about you taking John Stockton, you taking John Morant over. John Morant would have got them to the finals with John at point guard with Karl Malone. No, he wouldn't have.
John Moran has shown me nothing to make me think that he's better than John Stockton.
Now put prime John Stockton with this Memphis team with Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks.
That's still not doing nothing.
I bet who goes further? John Moran team, Leo.
Well, if you put John Stockton right now,
prime John Stockton
on this team,
on that team,
on that peak Memphis team.
What peak Memphis?
On the peak Memphis team?
The team.
When did they peak?
You talking about when they had Dylan Brooks? They had
when they had
T-Rex on.
Before John got all the BS.
They still would have lost to the Lakers.
I agree, but what team gets further? If they didn't run into the Lakers in the first round, they're still done in the first round.
I don't think so. Depending on who they play, they beat the Lakers still winning. But dog, John Stockton, even fuck what you see on the stats, fuck the assists, fuck being the career leading steals. John Stockton was a dog, and he was dirty, and he would fight a nigga. He would. John Morant don't have that.
I don't think this.
John Morant to shoot
you. Yeah. So I think it's the same result. I don't think neither team was that good. I wasn't that high on that Memphis team, anyways.
I wasn't either, but I think that John Stockton is
he gets one more win.
I think if they don't play the Lakers, they win the series.
That would work. I feel the same way. All right, here's my Sports4U salute. It's to NBA. It's to the NBA on NBC.
I thought you were about to give it to Pat Beverly.
No, you need to go down somewhere.
Oh no, because he played that dude that be talking shit YouTuber in the 3-on-3, and they showed them it's different between how you play basketball and how professionals play basketball.
Basically,
I think people fail to realize that.
But
these niggas don't miss when they in the regular gym.
I got to salute the NBA on NBC for recognizing when something just wasn't right.
Oh, getting rid of Jordan?
You're damn right. So it's being reported
yellow eyes
that Michael Jordan
Corso
will not be returning next season to the NBA on NBC. Let me say
like a
this.
gargoyle.
I got into a huge and Mark. I don't know if you went back to watch the chat yesterday.
I am a huge Mark.
No. Yo, you good?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Did you go back and view our IG chat? And I got into this debate with about what you're sick. Jordashians are funny. That was a funny word. It's called them Jordashians are funny. But Ill Will,
you get
no. Basically, basically going on his soapbox to defend Jordan because I was like, good. This shit was it was a boring segment.
That shit was boring. It literally brought nothing.
Nothing.
It was just his name. It was just another way to see Jordan.
And I asked Will,
what insight?
Tell me what insightful thing Michael Jordan said during all those interviews, which was one interview they just split into 10 pieces. Happening at his house.
That nigga said.
What was excellent that he said?
A nigga said, I'm gonna clear the air because of my fans. Nigga, all you do is just show your little peanut head up on screen.
The sign was.
Niggas happy they get to see his face.
That's all it is. Come Will Fat was like, John thought MJ was going there going to
and break down some X's and O's.
That's what I would have thought he would do too.
Then what's the point you been on there for?
Ain't you supposed to be there bringing insights of excellence?
That's because he can't incite excellence, John, because the game came easy to him.
Ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me one thing insightful Michael Jordan said about basketball.
I ain't gonna lie. I've never really heard Jordan really talk about the way the game of basketball is going right now. I honestly think that Michael Jordan stays completely away from basketball.
Exactly, like Tig said. When he's around Ahmad Rashad and he's doing all the other stuff, you see the real Michael. I wanted to see the Michael Jordan that was on The Last Dance. That was pretty much.
I didn't want to see that.
What, the liar?
He was better than that.
Manipulator?
Better than that, fool.
Man, that was also like about, what, 15 years ago?
Well, The Last Dance?
Yeah. Well, it was recorded like 10 years ago?
I think it was, well, yeah.
You know, it was recorded in
2016.
No,
that was released.
It was released in, it was released in 2020. All the footage got re-edited in 2016 after the Cavs won the championship.
Oh, it got re-edited?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
But I think they recorded it in like 2012 or whatever. Anywho, enough of that.
Oh, when you won the first.
Wait a damn minute.
I'm guessing. I'm not saying.
Wait a damn minute.
I'm not saying. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Wait.
I know it got released in 20. They went back and re-aired it in 2016.
So this nigga re-edited the original footage when LeBron won the first time, and then released it when LeBron had the greatest comeback in finals history.
Wait, what year did it come out?
It came out in 2020 during the pandemic.
What year did the Lakers
He said he gave the
wait, everybody just stop. Everybody just stop.
Yeah.
What year did the Lakers win the championship?
2020.
And so they announced it the day after LeBron had the 3-1 comeback?
Yes.
And then they decided to release during the pandemic.
After he won the championship.
No,
because all the focus is on
the pandemic. We won the championship after The Last Dance. This makes me more funny. But all you Jordan stands getting on me saying like he saying about well he was supposed, which I thought he was supposed to do, bring X's and O's. Well, I'm thinking if he's supposed to bring insights to basketball, he's supposed to bring something insightful besides me hearing him just talk about BS.
He wasn't talking about nothing.
He's talking about nothing. And to be candid, the NBA on NBC studio show doesn't bring nothing to me. I'm sorry.
It only brought something because Jordan was there.
Exactly. And they got Melo, Vince Carter, T-Mac, Maria Taylor.
It's not working.
Now the WNBA on NBC, they bring something with Cheryl Miller and Sue Bird. But no disrespect to Melo, T-Mac, and Vince Carter, they not.
It's not working.
It's not. Because when you all have the same opinion, there's nothing.
Wait, who you just said?
It's Melo, T-Mac, and Vince Carter.
So you got three niggas that basically the same player with different versions.
He said the championship was thick before The Last Dance? Oh, I think was.
The championship happened after that.
So it's like three. It's basically three of the same player that's on there talking about some shit.
Yes.
Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and
T-Mac.
And T-Mac.
I'll be honest with you, man. I like to hear them talk basketball. I don't know if I like to hear them talk basketball together.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
That. It didn't gel.
Yeah.
When I looked at the Amazon show with
Dirk Nowitzki,
and Blake Griffin,
I love that one.
Because you want to know why? Because in the midst of all that, they have somebody who's actually won. That's a big difference in the shit in the analysis, everything when you do that.
But I just think some people just don't mesh well together, and I know the Cousins podcast isn't bad, but eventually there needs somebody else there to kind of break up the, like you said, it's the same thought process from everybody.
Yeah, because it sounds fucked up, but Shaq is right when it comes to that. There's certain things where if you won, you have a different perspective for certain things. Just getting there isn't enough. If you can get there and have a perspective, but there's certain things like when you talk about when it comes to like winning at that top level, if you haven't won it, it's difficult for you to really give the insight of that because you're giving the insight of a maybe instead of I've been through this.
Well, I don't agree with that neither. I just believe that if when you know basketball, you know basketball elite level, and you can break it down. It's different between knowing basketball and being able to break it down.
That's why Jordan. Never mind.
I think that
absolutely
because even before Shaq got there, that inside the NBA, that show was still great.
Right, and they had like a revolving door in that see where it was Magic, it was Chris Webber,
and so
it was.
But I just think that is when you put the right personalities together, and you can, and I mean, and we've done it here sometime where we'll talk about something before, and we might all agree with it before, but when the show start, right, somebody gonna take a different stance.
Something's gonna change because you got new information, but when you keep the same info, it comes out bland. Like saying with the Amazon crew, you got Blake, you got Dirk, you got Steve Nash, you got Udonis Haslam, you got.
I like you, D. I love when you do talk basketball.
It's funny, dude. By the way, huge wrestling fan too, Nick.
I know, and see, all of them bring a different aspect of basketball, and they were all at different levels of the game of basketball. You feel what I'm saying? You know, some of them have been to the finals, some of them won championships.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Some of them were all-stars. You feel what I'm saying? So they can give a perspective of a championship guy, a guy who's the man, a role player, somebody who's been there, somebody who wish they could have got there type shit.
You know who else I love hearing talk about?
Who?
Gilbert Arenas.
Yes. You know who else talks basketball very well too? John Wall.
You know who don't?
Who?
Rashad McGants.
Never could.
Rashad, man. We can do a whole show about Rashad McCants, boy.
Who 81?
Dude is ridiculous.
Shut up. That dude, one dude we don't.
We don't acknowledge.
You know, one dude from Chapel Hill we don't acknowledge, but
he was trash wearing that Duke jersey too. Let's put that out there.
That's how you know.
Wait, he wore a Duke jersey?
Yes. Yeah, he's a piece of shit for that.
You know? Yeah,
he wore it on the show.
Yeah,
nigga had a Duke jersey on. Yeah,
it's Kyrie's jersey.
I don't give a fuck who jersey it is.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That is crazy.
He had on Kyrie's Duke jersey.
Jesus could have went to Duke. I'm not wearing that jersey.
Never.
Dog. There's no way. Look, I love Tim Brown, but I'm only getting one Tim Brown jersey. That's a Raider jersey. I wish I would have a Tim Brown.
Tampa.
No, nigga.
Notre Dame.
I wish I would have a Tim Brown Notre Dame jersey. Get the fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know who my favorite quarterback of all time is, right?
Mm-hmm. Dan Marino. You're not wearing no Dolphins jersey.
Why do you think I don't have no Dan Marino jersey at my house?
Because he played for the Dolphins.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's certain lines. Yeah, I ain't about to cross certain lines, but I ain't gonna work.
Fuck out of here.
I think Marcus Allen's one of the greatest running backs. I ain't never wearing no Raiders jersey.
As you should. Ain't about to wear no Kansas City Chiefs jersey either.
Charlie Gardner played for the Raiders. What school did he go to? With Tennessee.
I know one thing. We could have had Barry Sanders.
Eric Berry's one of my favorite Tennessee players. Who did he play his whole career with? Don't go there, Nick. Nick.
Nope.
No, Nick.
No.
Stop. Nick.
Wait, that was when y'all had Tim Brown too, huh?
Yeah.
And that was when we first got there.
And Rich Gannon.
You see that offense how it was with Charlie Gardner?
By the way, the Dolphins almost could have got Barry Sanders too.
Hold on. I'd have somebody gonna call them out names too.
Hold up, real quick. You know, didn't the Dolphins sign Chris Carter at the end of his career?
Yes.
So you could have Barry Sanders, Chris Carter. All right, man. Go ahead, Nick.
So I have Pete Rozelle on calling out names.
For those who don't know, Pete Rozelle, a former commissioner of the NFL, late commissioner of the NFL. Go ahead.
So, you want this to a butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Mark, back in the day, right? You remember when John Elway had refused to play for the Colts?
That's right.
There was a team that offered the Colts 4 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. You know what that team was?
Don't tell me.
It was the Raiders.
Jesus.
But guess what happened? Pete Rozelle, who was a hater of Al Davis, stopped the trade from happening. He convinced the Colts not make the trade, and then John Elway does what he does, ends up with the fucking with the Broncos.
Pete Rozelle. That's some hate. But I love you for it.
What year was that, John?
83.
Who was on our team, John?
Marcus Allen. No. Wait a minute. Marcus came in the league, what, 82?
We could have had a young Marcus Allen with John Elway.
And then y'all eventually drafted Tim Brown.
Mark.
Didn't I say Belendikoff too? Or
do you hear this?
Wait a minute.
Yes. Uh-oh. John just realized something.
Cut the freaking beat.
John just realized something.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
Are you telling me we could have had John Elway with Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson?
Yes, John.
So, thank you. You beat Roselle.
Bo Jackson probably don't get hurt if that happens.
What, Mark? What, Mark?
Did y'all say Dan Marino, Barry Sanders, and Chris Carter?
Yes. That could have happened.
That could have happened 2000.
Aren't you happy that didn't happen?
Part of me want to say yeah, but the Bills wasn't doing shit anyway, so it didn't really fucking matter.
You want to know why? Because imagine we had Barry Sanders going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
Tampa Bay.
That was Tampa Bay. But that year,
I guarantee you Barry Sanders did a better job than Charlie Garner.
Do you mean say we got Rams and the Raiders in the Super Bowl? We had the Rams.
There's no way. Wait, we would have. Oh, my God.
The Raiders versus the greatest show on turf in the Super Bowl?
They would have Rams the Raiders?
No. So that means we would have had Barry when the Tuck rule happened.
He was still playing?
He could have still played.
I'm talking about, if this happened in 2000.
Nah, he wasn't playing then.
He could have.
He could have.
You got to think about it. He retired early.
But if they would have had him in 2000, they probably beat the Titans. Despite how good Steve McNair was, man, my God, dude.
Yeah. Fam.
Damn.
Fuck Pete Rozelle. Piece of shit.
John Elway.
Wait, what?
Bo Jackson.
Steve Nash's eyes keep getting further apart.
And his friend keeps getting, he's turning into Penny. Yeah, that's hate, Tig. Damn, but yeah. You were telling me.
John.
Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, and they would have eventually got Tim Brown.
Maybe. If they would have traded all them picks, there's no guarantee who they would have got.
If he would have traded those picks, then the Colts would have got him.
There's no guarantee they would have got Tim Brown.
Who knows who would have got Tim Brown?
Well, kind of crazy if LA ended up in Baltimore.
Wait, when year did Tim Brown come out?
88 or 89.
Oh no, we had a good team.
If LA would have ended up in Baltimore, and the Colts still ended up trading for Eric Dickerson.
John, what year did Elway get drafted?
83. The best quarterback draft of all time.
Him, Elway, Marino, Jim Kelly, all in the same draft. And Eric Dickerson.
I have a question for y'all. You have to piss me off even more. Who won the Super Bowl that year?
Didn't y'all win? Didn't the Raiders win the Super Bowl?
Yes, we won the Super Bowl that year.
That was here. That was year y'all beat the Commanders here. Beat the Commanders. I mean, at the time, Redskins.
Who was your quarterback?
Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett.
I think it was like 75 when y'all won, huh?
They would have had John Elway against
John Elway was the shit the moment he walked into the Denver locker room.
Yeah.
He was the man from day one.
Yeah.
Oh, he got drafted and went back to college, huh?
Yes.
NCAA been on bullshit.
That's fucking
cool. Like, he didn't go back and play, though, huh?
No.
And he didn't play a game with the Colts.
Or the Yankees.
We had Cliff Branch, Todd Christensen.
RP.
Yeah, man.
RP.
But yeah, man, and we still crazy Paul had Howie Long, Zotto. Man, Greg
Townsend.
Ted Hendricks.
The Chris Paul defense, Your Honor.
Lester Hayes.
He's saying y'all got Chris Paul before Chris Paul. Before Chris Paul to the Lakers, the basketball reasons, football reasons.
No. That was hate.
Go 30 on Al Davis and Pete Rozelle.
That was hate. That was pure hate.
The NFL hated the Raiders for a long time.
No, Pete Rozelle hated the Raiders.
He hated
Al Davis.
Because he kept winning lawsuits, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Because the NFL is wrong every time.
Go watch the AI. They did an AI version of Al Davis and an AI version of Pete Rozelle for this 30 for 30.
I fucking hate Pete Rozelle, man. Piece of shit. Dog, we would have. Dog, man.
Damn.
John Elway with the Raiders throughout the 80s. Come on, man. That would have came over to the 90s. Come on, man.
Well,
this would have been.
All right. Hey, what did we trust Chicago to get DJ Moore?
A second.
Oh.
Wait. I want to trade the first, then traded during the draft is fucking diabolical.
Not you could have had both of them, but never mind.
Yo, LA would have been crazy if the Lakers would actually got Dominique instead of James Worthy, and then y'all would have got Elway with Marcus Allen.
Wait a second. Fam.
Nigga, if y'all got Dominique Wilkins, Magic still would have been playing.
Paul, I'm sorry. There's no way you could tell me. Look, greatness James. as James Worthy is, that it's crazy saying this. That might actually have been a fumble, and it was a fumble that didn't hurt, but that might have been a fumble because imagine you seeing Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight reel, with Showtime. Hey, instead of them dunks that James Worthy was doing, they would have been windmills,
dude. Y'all thought Magic threw some crazy passes
to James Worthy. Oh my God, dog,
that'd have been like him and Byron Cooper. Yeah, because them niggas used to jump. I'm not saying they was good like that, but them niggas used to have.
Yeah, but with Dominique, if it would have been Dominique and Magic,
fam.
Oh my God, they would have added probably 10 more years to Kareem's career.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The white girl would have.
You know how I always look. Franchise helps. That jersey that you wear helps you a lot.
Dominique
Wilkins would have went to the Lakers. He probably would have been considered. And if he would have stayed over with his whole career, he probably considered the best small forward of all time. They would right after Larry Bird until the recent everybody else came in. Off the simple fact of he could have been doing all that while winning with a Laker uniform on.
Yeah,
it changed your whole career.
By the way, Dominique not being in the top 50 was diabolical.
He would have been in the top 50 if he had a Laker jersey on.
That would have crazy because James Worthy was in the top 50.
All right, point proven. Point proven. Point proven. And that's no knock on James Worthy. James Worthy is
he never been back on big game, but
he's
different. Man.
Dominique Wilkins is different.
He said big thing, James.
Oh no, I did not. You're a chill,
fam. Hey, Mark.
No,
so imagine if you got you had Dominique Wilkins on that team against Jordan. I'll get out of here.
And that's Dominique before he tore the Achilles.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right, we gonna get up out of here. 500 episode on Tuesday. Yeah,
they was doing that.
He's still.
It was already.
Well, the Lakers won game 1. If James Worthy didn't get hurt, they would have.
Okay, still, come on, man. That's still salty.
I'm not gonna agree with that, but it's all good.
Dude, that still pisses me off, man. If James Worthy doesn't get hurt in game 2, this is old, man. All right, man. Okay, damn. All right, we'll be back on
nobody James Worthy
on Tuesday for our 500th episode.
33, 23,
45, 47.
Nobody was guarding. Nobody was guarding James Worthy.
We'll be back Tuesday to celebrate 500 episodes.
Can everybody come when y'all show up Tuesday?
Yeah.
Bring a.
It's Tuesday. By the way, happy National Big Boobs Day. By the way,
not everybody.
The straight man do.
Some gay men do too.
And
everybody bring a bottle on Tuesday.
Yeah, and if you're doing your fantasy drafts like we are, we're doing ours on Sunday. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And why the hell did he shave his face? Pause.
John, you are out of pocket.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's end the show.
All right, but yeah, make sure you guys check us out check me out Monday for Tribal Warzone. By the way, check me out Sunday. Sports4U Wrestling watch alongs for AAA. All right, brother. Nick Freeze is leaving the building. He'll be here Tuesday. He'll head out to go pick up the fam.
You ready?
No.
That crazy question that always get asked.
What was I say? So we'll talk. Got SportsU Wrestling doing watching on Sunday morning for AAA Wrestling, NXT. We'll be back Tribal Wars on Monday, but we'll be back us 3. We'll be back for our 500 episode. Cody's on vacation this week, so shout out to him. Get to your destination safe. Enjoy it. Hope, and we'll see you in a couple weeks as we're getting ready for football season. We'll start previewing the college football season. You heard what Nick said about SC. You'll hear what I have to say about Tennessee. What Mark has to say about Georgia, and we're going to give our college playoff picks for this coming season. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Leave a comment or something. Let us know what you thought. Got any questions? We'll be back. And to be clear, Master Debaters isn't over. It's just on hiatus until as we get ready to start football season. But there will be some debates throughout the football season that you can't wait to hear. So
that's a matter of fact.
Yeah, so just wait. But we will see y'all on Tuesday, 500 episode. Enjoy the last of this preseason. Enjoy week 0 of the college football. This has been Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark. That was Nick. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Peace. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Drink water.
For you, from the coast to you. 3 LA minds talking what we do. From the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports4U. Yeah.